An enormous comment from a Ripple employee reached us. We recently registered for another XRP ETF, and it's already very popular. There is much for us to do. So without further ado, take a seat back, unwind, and let's get started. $95,408 for Bitcoin. As of right now, it has dropped 0.34% over the last day. Ethereum is currently up 4.58% at $3,455, which is the green side of the market. With XRP holding a lovely range right now, USDC still needs a little bit of a bounce, coming in at 99 cents, while USDT is approaching a dollar peg. On the 24-hour chart, it's up over 9% and trading at $1.45, indicating some vitality. People, I'm telling you now that if Bitcoin can maintain this range, XRP will likely make another upward move, and we should be able to break out of the $1.75 range and test the all-time high of $1.96 set in 2020. The likelihood that we will see double-digit XRP next year increases if we can break the 2020 all-time high before the end of this year, especially with all the ETFs. Doesn't it appear that we currently have more XRP ETFs than Bitcoin? The total market value of cryptocurrencies is still a cool $3.3 trillion. It's odd, since many people are saying that there isn't any fresh money in the markets. All of the new money has gone into the markets. It was approximately $2.7 trillion at its most recent peak. At $3.30, we are sitting on new money. Even at this point, institutional money has joined the market, albeit it may not have done so completely. Everyone, have a look at this. I'm really proud of it. I can tell you now that this is going to be one of the most significant games on the XRP ledger. Make a note of it, write it down, and then click the small alert to be informed when I go live so you can get your complimentary set of gaming cards. It will not take long for Bitcoin to surpass 100,000. There will be violence. It will be unforgiving. It will rise sharply to between 108,000 and 115,000. This is going to be completely crazy. The market makers are merely rocking you to sleep at the moment. They're only doing that. At the moment, the market makers are keeping the price of Bitcoin below $100,000. It's that easy. The market makers are going to fully send Bitcoin when they are prepared to do so. It will arrive at a random time when people aren't watching the markets because they are rocking everyone to sleep, so you won't be expecting it. Avoid falling for that. In the United States, a Bitcoin billionaire has discovered 2 million treasures. Are you able to locate it? An adventurous Bitcoin investor named John Collins Block hit 5 treasure boxes. Yes, you heard properly. 5 treasure chests containing rare Pokemon cards, gold doubloons, a Picasso coin, and even a Bitcoin, totaling more than $2 million. No need to trespass or dig, he says. Within 3 miles of a public road, each breast is above ground. The catch is that his book is required. It is filled with puzzles and maps to help you find the treasure inside. The best scavenger hunt I've ever heard of, hands down. This is such a wonderful idea and a true genius. Let me explain. The marketing team responsible for this is excellent. I believe I should hire them. This morning, we discussed ArchX and Ripple. To tell the truth, I had never heard of Alan Crypto, the man on your right, when he was having a conversation with the CEO, Graham Radford, who was on your left, a few months ago. They were discussing the collaboration with Ripple. Pay attention. Very intriguing. The intriguing thing about Ripple, in my opinion, is that they already have a lot of ties in the traditional world, which could lead you to a similar conclusion, if that makes sense. Have you given that any thought, or are there any collaborations with some of their other partners? Yes, indeed. There is, after all, with everyone we collaborate with. The Ripple staff is great to deal with anyhow. I believe I said that to someone the other day. The fact that you can work with individuals and that their business is I can't remember the titles of all the components, split into 2 halves is really significant to me. There are the payment and other aspects, and I observe that the subject of what to use for payments is becoming more prevalent in the financial markets at the moment because, typically, we would pay for things with cash. If we were selling any kind of financial transaction, we would use cash, but we might also transmit cash through bank accounts. Additionally, we have witnessed the tokenization of money market funds, which began with stablecoins of some sort, 130, 150 billion, etc. Even if the money is being utilized for a lot of transactions, those guys are making interest in other people's money. People are now beginning to listen. These things are beginning to matter because I believe that Tether handled more volume than Visa. Then, I believe some of the money market fund managers are saying, oh, hold on a minute. Like stablecoins, I can be used for transactions if I place my money market fund on chain, but I also allow the user to keep a portion of the dividend. And at that point, the question of why you would have money starts to pique my curiosity. Why would you risk your money on something that typically yields less and doesn't even pay you the base rate for a regular bank account? If I had a money market fund, would you or anyone else take it as payment? There are many regulations about whether or not this is feasible. The concept that it could be used for payment causes a lot of friction when performing AML KYC on all security owners. One of Ripple's appeals is that they have a lengthy history of focusing on payments. Just checking to see if there's a way to incorporate payments. The timing is ideal, and all the news is aligned on top of the XRP ledger. We have these businesses that will be developing to tokenized real-world assets worth billions upon billions of dollars. The institutions will be joining us. We're in the middle of a bull run, and the ETFs are all aligning. The price of XRP has increased in a way that we never anticipated when you discuss positive momentum and how all of this stuff is building up. And everything is about to take place. The 100 billion asset management wisdom tree follows. They signed up for a spot in XRP ETF in Delaware. People, this is brand new and fresh off the press. I take it we have a crap ton now? We now have Wisdom Tree in addition to Bitwise, 21 shares, Canary Funds, and Grayscale. 5, that is. 5 of them. Last week, we learned that the Solana ETF was gaining traction with the SEC. More XRP filings are now being made, all of which are expected to be granted in 2025. After that, a huge influx of capital will pour into XRP through institutions, institutional buyers, and clients. This will be unlike anything you have ever seen. Next, they claimed that a Ripple employee was a partner engineer technical manager for central bank digital currency based on their LinkedIn profile. According to their biography, Ripple has successfully gotten several central banks to adopt its XRP ledger solutions, spurring innovation and expansion in the sector. Several central banks. How many central banks has Ripple currently told the public that they collaborate with? We are aware of the digital test being conducted in Palau, which is the only digital currency. We are aware of Bhutan, Georgia, Montenegro, and Colombia. They will all be interconnected. Since 2017, Ripple has begun constructing the plumbing. It's our turn to shine in 2025. One of the most spectacular and parabolic bull runs you have ever witnessed on a real cryptocurrency asset is about to occur for XRP. Real-world assets and tokenization on the XRP ledger can now be multiplied. I hope you're prepared for what lies ahead. Keep an eye on Bitcoin. People, keep an eye on the price of XRP. The fireworks will soon start.